I previously posted a movie on how to create an InDesign contact sheet, and one of our NAP members, John, asked a very good question. That is, how do you specify the font and size for the captions in the InDesign contact sheet? Now, there may be a different way to do it, but this is the way that I found myself having to do it. And I wanted to do this once. I went ahead and used the InDesign contact sheet function and picked my original template, which I'll just go and find, because of course it's not right where I want it. Here it is here. And not really worried about too much of anything except making sure the file name is there so that when it jumps to InDesign and makes my template, or makes my contact sheet, and here it is here as it's working away. There's my contact sheet. Actually, I'll leave it this size so you can see that there are in fact captions here. And if I pull in this palette called paragraph styles, this is what's causing these to look the way that they are. So basically it's set up to be times 10 and so on, and that's this style called labels. So what I'd have to do basically is redefine this style to look the way that I want. So for example, let's just say that I was going to make it and let's pick something different so we can see the fact that it is actually changing. Of course, it can be all kinds of other formatting issues if you wanted to. And then I'm going to save this document, just something so I can access it. Okay. Now I'm going to actually open the document I used to create my template. I changed some color settings, that's why I'm getting all those warning messages here. And basically all I want to do is go in here where it says paragraph styles and choose load paragraph styles. I'm going to load it from the one that I saved a moment ago, style 1, because remember that's the one where I changed the style settings. I'm going to click OK, and I'm going to save this out as a template. Template 200, some number, so I know what it is. Okay, so let's see if all this works now. Close this, and close this, go back to Bridge, select a bunch of images, and do our contact sheet thing and see if this actually is going to work. Let's keep our fingers crossed. And of course I have to remember which template it was that I created. It's the one, the desktop, that had this name here. Click OK. Everything else, sure, good enough. Why not rotate? Okay. So now it's going to switch over, do all the work. Let's just see whether this actually worked or not. And of course you can't see because it's so far zoomed out, but let's zoom in and you'll see, there we go. It's Tahoma, which is the one that I created because this contact sheet is using this style. And of course you have to do that once to be able to import the style, but once you've done that, now your template has the style that you want. And I didn't note this last time, so I will this time. If I move this back into view here, of course what you're seeing here is the look. That's just the way InDesign looks. So if you actually wanted to see what it would really look like, you would show or hide the frame edges and hide the guides and everything else. So basically you would see that's what your contact sheet would look like. Now of course in your template you could have a black background, you could put borders, all kinds of things are possible. So it's definitely worth checking out if you haven't done so already. Once again, the sky's the limit. Once you figure out a little bit what to do in InDesign, you can do all kinds of interesting possibilities very, very easily. Perhaps not this, but you get the idea. I'm Dave Gross. I'll see you next time.